Good morning, students. Good morning to all. Last day we have studied about the functions of money. Have you remember? I have given some of the study portion also, the same portion, the functions of money. Just the primary functions of money or secondary functions of money. Have you studied? I hope you all are studied, I think. So even though just we will remind about the functions of money, right? So we have studied the functions of money can be classified as a four types. Broadly, we can classify the functions of money as a four type. So primary functions and the secondary function and the contingent function, other things, other functions. So first one is primary functions. So in this primary function also has the two types of functions. One is the medium of exchange, next measurement of value. How the functions act as a medium of exchange mean? So when we are involved in this market activity, there is the buying and selling activities. Okay, so when we are purchasing of the commodities or when we are selling any of the commodities, we must need one of the things as a medium for exchange the commodities, right? So which things will be in need of having the for medium? So the money only is act as a medium of exchange. Okay, so both the buyer and the seller also having some of the satisfaction when we are purchasing or selling the commodities on the basis of money. Okay, but in the barter system there was not possibilities. Okay, even if the buyer and the sellers want to come to the exchange of goods and commodities, they will get the other goods only as a medium of exchange. Okay, but after invention of the money, so some of the gain was arranged. That gain is, so the money is act as a medium of exchange. Okay, next measurement of value. Okay, so all the commodities have some of the value. Okay, but even though, how can we measuring the value of commodities? In which basis we can be able to measuring the value of commodities? Okay, so after invention of the money, so that problem was reduced and fully disappeared. Okay, because all the value of commodity as measured in the form of money. Okay, for I told you, 1 gram gold is, some of the value mean 1 gram gold is 5,000 rupees. The 5,000, the 1 gram gold, the value of the 1 gram gold is measured in the form of money, 5,000 rupees. Okay, so like that all the commodities has some of the value. Okay, that value of commodities has been measured by the functions money on the basis of money. Okay, so the two important and most obstacles in this barter system was reduced after invention of the money. Okay, first one is medium of exchange and the measurement of value. Okay, so the both options of this both factor only. So now we are using the currency money. Next, the secondary function. In the secondary function, the money acts as a store of value. Store of value means, I told you, I remember. So now we want to, all the peoples want to storing some of the value of commodities. Okay, but if there is no money, how can we store the value of commodities? Suppose you have the many buildings, you have the many cattle and you have many ornaments. Okay, but if you want to store all the things as it is not possible, right? You have the 1 acre land and you want to go to abroad and you want to store that value of commodity. Okay, how it is possible without money? So without money it is not possible. Okay, suppose if it is money, so we can easily convert the land and building and machineries and some of the ornaments in the form of money. So after converting the materials in the form of money, we can easily store in our home itself or the bank or any of the locker. Okay, so money also acts as a store of value. Okay, so all the commodities also has been different type of the value. That value of commodities will be able to stored in the form of money. Okay, so it is only possible after invention of the money, right? Next, money as a standard deferred payment. So deferred payment mean what? So the future payment. Already we have studied. So the commerce or in these business activities, so all the persons will be meet the lack of or shortage of financial. Okay, so even the producer and the consumer or the wholesaler and type of the sellers also will be being in the problem of lack of finance. Okay, so in that time, so the buyer or the seller or both of them will be borrow the commodities from the producer or the wholesaler. Okay, so who want to purchase from others, he will be borrow the commodities. Okay, but in which form they will borrow? In barter system, even if the seller borrowing some amount of the commodity, so the borrower give back the commodities in the form of another one of the goods. Okay, but nowadays so many of the producers are producing different type of the commodities and different type of the channel of distribution source also there. Okay, but nowadays all the sellers, all the producers also borrowing the all the commodities in the form of money. Okay, because even though if we purchasing any of the commodities, if we borrow the money also, we can give back and the value of same money in the form of money only, right? Suppose if I borrow some amount of the commodities and I will tell I will give back the value of that commodities in future. Okay, so in this future we can give back in the form of money. Okay, now if I borrow 1 gram gold from you and I will tell I will give back to you. Okay, so after 6 months I will give in the form of money. So I will give the value of commodities in the form of money. Okay, so money also act as a standard deferred payment. So next the contingent function. So in this under this function the basics. So the money is considered as the basis of the credit system. Okay, now all the producers, all the wholesalers, all the consumers, or every business activities also undertaken in the form of credit. If there is no credit facilities, so the business activities will not moving efficiently and smoothly. Okay, so in this business activity, the credit is unavoidable one. Okay, but even though the credit system is undertaken in the basis of money only. Okay, if there is no money, so we will never borrow or renting the credit for others. Okay, even the banks also giving one of providing one of the credit facilities. Okay, in which basis they will provide the credit facilities mean on the basis of money. Okay, suppose if you are using the credit card, you must have the amount of money in your bank account. Okay, so the amount of money is called as a basic account. Okay, suppose when you have the amount in your account only, you can use the credit card, otherwise you cannot do it, right? Next, money facilitates the distribution of national income. Okay, distribution of national income means first normally the income. How can we income is distributed to the factor of production in the form of money. The land, labor, capital, organization is normally get in the form of wage, rent and profit and other things. Okay, but in the barter system there was no facilities to distributing the national income. Okay, next money helps to equalize marginal utilities and marginal productivities. Okay, marginal utilities mean so the rational consumer want to consuming all the commodities when he has some amount of the money and he will expect some of the equalized benefits when they are consuming all the commodities or any of the commodities. Okay, but in the sense how can we understand we are being as equalization or the equal satisfaction mean on the basis of price, on the basis of price of commodity, right? Next, money increase productivity of capital. So whenever the factor of productions are earning the remunerations in the form of wages or profit, they will making the capital in other industry. Okay, so when we are making the other industries, in the form of money, so it will be also increase. Okay, so whenever the capital amount is increased, the increased capital amount also lead to increasing the productivity of capital. Okay, so if we have the more capital, we can able to produce more commodities. Other because of that, we can earning more profit and we can saving more. So on the basis of more saving, again our productivity, the capital amount will be increased. Okay, so on the first basis of the money only it is possible. Okay, and other functions also we have studied. So they maintain the repayment capacity and the generalized purchasing power and the liquidity capital. Okay, so just I reminded this last day portion also, just to study one more time also. So today we will go to the next chapter. Okay students, after the functions of money, another one of the portion is there. So for explaining that portion, your attentive presence is very important. So we will go to the next concept. The concept name is inflation. So already you have studied in your 11th standard about the inflation, right? First we will study what's the meaning of inflation. So the inflation is a consistent and appreciable rise in the general price level. Okay, so the inflation is a consistent and appreciable rise in the general price level. The general price level of a commodity is increased as a appreciable or consistable. It is not. It is considered as a inflation. Okay. Normally, the price level of the commodity is increased continuously. That is called inflation. Okay. The general price level is steadily increased. That situation is called inflation situations. Okay. The inflation situation is a situation in which the general price level of a commodity is increasing step by step and continuously. That is called inflations. Okay. Other thing you can understand, the value of money. Okay, the value of money is decreased and the volume of money is increased. Okay, because when you have the 50 rupees or 100 rupees, the value of commodities, the price of commodity is maybe higher. In this time, even if we have the 100 rupees or more money, it will not be have the valuable. Okay, because whenever the price is increased, have to keep the money in the form of liquidity as higher. Okay, so that means the value of money is decreasing, right? Because of general price level, increasing general price level. Okay, for example, the price of a pen. Okay, the price of a pen is 10 rupees, mean today 15, tomorrow 15 rupees, day after tomorrow 20 rupees, and day by day the price of the pen is increased. Price of the pen is increased to 100 rupees, mean that situation may be called as inflation situations. Okay, then every day you have to increase your pocket money. Okay, then every day you have to carry more money in your pocket for purchasing some amount of the commodities. Okay, so some of the economists also define the inflation situations. Okay, so first one of the definition is given by Colburn. First one of the definition is given by Colburn is too much of money chasing too few goods. Too much of money chasing too few goods mean if you want to purchasing a few goods, we must have more money. Okay, few goods mean for example 2 or 3 types of the goods. Okay, it may be the lower or the very less priced. Okay, or the lower priced goods. Okay, but even though we must have the more money for purchasing the few goods. Okay, that means that too much of money chasing too few goods. That means so the price of the commodity is increased. Okay, even if you want to purchasing the few number of goods, we must have more money. Okay. Next, another one of the definitions given by Grigoris. Okay. So another one of the definition is given by Grigory is the state of abnormal decrease in the quantity of purchasing power. Abnormal decreasing in the quantity of purchasing power. Quantity of purchasing power also the same. Okay, the purchasing power will be decreased because of price of the commodity. Okay, So whenever the price of the commodities increase, our purchasing power will be decrease, right? How your monthly income is just 10,000, okay, and there is no change in your monthly income, okay, but every month the price of one commodity is increased, mean what will happen? You cannot purchasing more commodity, right? So in your income there is no change, and the sum of the grocery item is increased. Every month sum of the price of the grocery item is increased, mean what can you purchase? When there is no change in your income, if there is more price level for every month, mean you cannot purchase more commodities. You can purchase as per your monthly income already existed, right? So the state of abnormal decrease in the quantity of purchasing power, okay, whenever the purchasing power is decreased, that state is called as inflation situations, right? Okay, next we will study the types of inflation. We have studied about the inflation. Inflations mean the price of, normally just keep in your mind. So the inflation mean the price level is increased continuously. The price of the commodity is increasing continuously and step by step, and again. That situation is called inflation situations. Okay. Whenever the price of the commodity is increased, that meaning the value of money is reducing, right? Simply just you keep in your mind, the price of commodity is increasing continuously, that situation is called inflation, okay. So now we can study the types of inflation. So on the basis of speed of increasing the price level, so we can classify the inflation as a 4 types, okay. First one is creeping inflation. So creeping inflation is the slow moving and very mild inflation, okay. So the price level is increasing 1 rupee or 50 paise or per every month or per once in 2 months, once in 6 months. If the price level is increased, that situation is called creeping inflations, okay. So the creeping inflations, the rise in price will not be perceptible but spread over a long period, okay. The price will not be perceptible but spread over a long period. The long period the price level will not be as the same. So this type of inflation is no way dangerous to the economy, okay, because normally if the price level of one commodity is increased once in 6 months, once in every year, mean it is not affected the human economy or the national economy, okay. So this is also known as mild inflation or moderate inflations, okay. Mild inflation or moderate inflations, okay. This inflation is acceptable or not bothered about the peoples, okay. Next, walking inflation. When prices rise moderately and the annual inflation rate is single digit, it is called walking or trolling inflations, okay. When the price is increased on the basis of the same increasing rate of the price of commodities, it is called walking inflations, okay. For example, one pen is 3 rupees, okay, and next month it is the price of the pen is increasing in the same digit, so 3.5 or 3.4, 3.7 or 4 rupees or 5 rupees, mean so it is called walking inflations, because just this in the price of the commodities will be increased the same rate of increasing the price of commodities, okay. So that is called walking inflation. So this type of the inflation also will not be bothered about the people. This is also will not be affected the whole economy, okay. Next, running inflation. So in this situation, when prices rises rapidly like the running of a horse at a rate of speed 10% to 20% per annum, it is called running inflation. Okay, when the price is increased, when the price of the commodity is increased within the 10 to 20 percentage. 20 percentage mean now the price of the commodity is price of the pen is 5 rupees, and the next week it is increased as 20 rupees or 25 rupees, mean this called running inflations. Okay, within the 1 month, suppose the rate of the price is increased very rapidly, that is called walking inflation. This type of the inflations will be affected the whole economy and the personal people also. Okay, next, galloping inflation. So the galloping inflation or the hyperinflation points out to unmanageably high inflation rates that runs into or 3 digits. Okay, now the 20 percentage to 100 percentage. Okay, now the price of one pen is 10 rupees, mean next month or after 2 months the pen of the commodities will increase as 100 rupees. Okay, this is called galloping or hyperinflations. Okay, this type of the inflation totally spoiled the whole economy, and in these situations no individual people cannot able to live in our society. Okay, and we must know about some another type of the inflations. So the demand pull inflation and the cost push inflation. Okay, demand pull inflation and the cost push inflation. As per the demand pull inflation, demand and supply play a crucial role in the deciding the inflation levels in the society at all points of time. Okay, so on the basis of demand only, the price will be increased, right? So as per the market conditions, the demand only will be determined the price conditions. Okay, so when there is more demand for one commodity and the same commodity, the supply of same commodity is very low, mean what will happen? So the price automatically will be increased. Okay, now in this, how can we say, okay, in the school opening time, so the demand for the stationery items, everything will be increased. Okay, but in the same time the supply of the stationery item is not increased, mean the price of the commodity, the price of the stationery item will be increased. Okay, that time, so automatically all the price level will be increased. Okay, so on the basis of the demand, if the price level is increased, that is meaning demand pull inflation, sorry. So the on the basis of demand, if the price level is increased, that situation called is demand pull inflation. Okay, good. Next one, cost push inflation. So cost push inflation mean on the basis of cost of the production. Okay, now all the producer also spending some amount of the money to produce any of the commodities. Okay, but in the situation is going on, suddenly the raw material of the raw materials to produce any of the commodities or the production cost is increased, mean so the production cost also will be included in the price of the commodities. Okay, so normally all the cost of production is included in the price of the commodity only. Okay, so in the situation is going on, when it is like so, the cost of production increase. Whenever the cost of production is increased, the increased cost of production will be added in the price of the commodities. Okay, so automatically the price of commodity will be increased. Okay, so on the basis of cost of production. Okay, so the cost also will be push the inflation situations or the producer to make a price of high price of commodities. Okay, first one is demand pull inflation. So on the basis of demand, if there is more demand and low supply, automatically the price level will be increased. Okay, then inflation rate will be raised. Next, cost push. The cost of production is increased and thus the producer will be make the high price for their produced commodities. Okay, on the basis of demand, if the price level is increased, that is called demand pull inflation. On the basis of cost, the price level is increased, that situation is called cost push inflation. Okay, next, wage price spiral. Wage price spiral mean this is also one of the inflation situation. Okay, the wage price spiral is used to explain the cause and the effect relationship between rising wages and rising prices or inflations. Okay, how the prices of commodity is increased mean on the basis of increasing the wage level. Okay, normally for the purpose of producing any of the commodities, the producer have to pay the remunerations for the labor in the form of wage, right? But in the same time, suppose all the laborers are required to increasing their wage level, what will happen? So the producer must be increasing the wage for the labor. Okay, if the producers not increasing the wage for the labor means, so the labor will come into the strike, so the product will be affected. Okay, so the rational producers will not stopping the produce. Okay, so the producer will be increasing the wage rate for their labors. Okay, but he will do one thing. What he will do means, he will adding the increasing wage level along with the commodities. Okay, so the wage, whenever the wage is increased, the price of the commodities also will be increased. Okay, next, otherwise, next, because of that, the price of the commodities increased. Okay, then who will consuming the produced commodities which has the highly price commodity? The same labor only. Okay, how much amount of wage is increased, the increased wage will be going to the same seller or producer in the form of increasing price level. Okay, so because of that, again the labor required high income or high wage. Okay, again the producer will be increasing the price level. Okay, so whenever the price is increased one step, the wages also will be increased another one step. Okay, so the producer will be increasing the price level of the commodities, so because of that, the labor also will be required the wage level. Okay, on the basis of increasing the wage level, the producer again increasing the price of commodities. Okay, on the basis of increasing commodity, again the labor will required to increasing the high wages. Okay, so this whenever the wages increase, the price also will be increased. Okay, so the wage and the price will be rolling step by step and up and down. Okay, okay student, today we have studied the 4 types of inflation, or sorry, 5 types of inflations. Okay, first one is creeping inflation. The creeping inflation means slow and mild inflation. Okay, because of these inflations, no economy will be affected. Next, like that, the walking inflation. This walking inflation also will be increased moderately. Okay, and the single digit only, the inflation rate will be increased. This is also will not be affected more the whole economy. And the running inflation and the gallop inflation only will be affected the whole economy as abundantly. Next one is demand pull inflation and the cost push inflation. Okay, demand pull inflations mean on the basis of high demand, the price of the commodity will be increased. Okay, next one is cost push inflation. Cost push inflations mean on the basis of cost of production, so the price of the commodity will be increased. Okay, so on the basis of the cost, if the price level is increased, that meaning is called cost push inflation. Next, wage price spiral. Okay, so on the basis of increasing wage for the labor, so the producers automatically increasing the price of the commodities. Okay, by thinking of increasing the price of the commodities, so again the labor will be required more wage level. Okay, so again and again, so the wage and price also, wage and price will be increased by the both producer and the labor. Okay, So the wage and price also will be increase up and down. Okay, student. Okay, today I think it's enough. If you have any doubt, please ask me. And today's study portion is also the types of inflation. Okay, so study very clearly and write and send to me. Thank you.